Okay, bet. So we're gonna talk about some post-nut depression then. If you guys don't know what post-nut depression is, it's basically when you're done nutting, mostly for males. When you're done nutting, you just have this emptiness inside. Like you just don't know what to do. Like you just look at yourself like, what have I been doing with my life? It's very
Yeah,
common against males.
you think about all of your fucking choices that led up to that.
Yeah, at one time post-nut depression hit me so hard I filled out a job application. Like guys, I'm like, yo, I need a job. What am I doing with my life?
No, bro, me it was like once I started doing it 5 times a day. I started like doing it 5 times a day. At one point, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Like, after you're done, you look at the video or whatever, you're like, damn, this is a disgusting video. Get this out of my
Yeah,
sight. Still
I'm
remember that
looking at
one
that shit.
time my mother drove with no brakes?
What? What? What?
My mother, when I was at the age, I think of 8 or 7, because I remember I moved to Detroit when I was like 10, so I was like 8, I guess. My mother had no brakes. So I get in the car and she's driving. I don't notice anything until she starts, just passing lights. And I'm like, yo, this is illegal. But
Yeah.
then she finally turned to me because she can see I was scared. She stopped the car. She turned to me and she's like, okay, David, don't freak out. But I don't have any brakes.
How the fuck did she stop the car then?
Oh, that's what she told me. She went on the grass.
Oh my god.
Like when we're driving, she just kept driving on the grass to slow her down. And then
Hmm.
I'm just like, it was bumpy as hell. Because the grass wasn't flat, of course. It was just like dirt. So like
Of
we're
course.
bumping, and then we come to a stop finally. We're still moving, by the way, even in the grass. So not a complete stop. And she's like, Dave, I'm telling you this now, I don't have brakes. And I'm like, so why are you turning to me if we don't have brakes? Look at the road. And I just said,
What?
okay, because I can't argue with her, because she will whoop me with no brakes on. Like she'll turn
She doesn't care.
around
She's
and
gonna
she'll
turn
hit
around.
me. I remember we went to my uncle's house. All you see him do is just pour like 2 whole bottles of breaker fluid in the car.
It's over.
And then
I had a good life. 8 years.
on the way when we was leaving, my dad and his brother, my other uncle, were in the car. They were in the truck leading us. So if they do, if we do mess up, they can just bump into the back of the truck, hopefully. So there's a red light. The
Hmm.
red light is at the bottom of this thing called a hill.
Oh my.
And so we don't know it's a hill. It's one of those craps where you don't know it's a hill until it's too late, because you can't
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
As soon as you're on the horizon, your first 2 tires are already about to go down the hill, and then the truck is in front of us. My dad called us and said there was a hill, but it was too late. It was behind him. There was a red light. My mother went down the hill like 30 miles per hour or something. And then there was a huge truck, like a shipping truck, just
Oh
waiting
my.
for us. But thank God they saw us, because if they didn't see us in the corner of their eye, I don't think I would have been here. Me or my mom, because that was a huge truck. It looked like it was carrying like 3 tons at least.
It's just like one time, I was at the grocery store, and like there's like whenever you're about to pay, there's like rows, and there's like fucking treats, let's say like chocolate
Yeah.
chips or whatever. Yeah, I basically stole one of it. My dad didn't notice up
Mm.
until we got in the car and we started driving. We were on the highway. I started eating. My dad looks like at the mirror. He's like, "Wait, where'd you get this?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I took it." He's like, "What do you mean I took it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, like it was there, like it was free, right?" And he's like, "Pierre, please tell me you didn't take it from the fucking grocery store." I was like, "Oh yeah, I took it." Bro, like I was clueless, my guy. I was clueless. Oh yeah, I took it. And he just unbuckles his belt while driving, and then after that he turns around, bop, 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 bop. I was like,
Bro.
what?
I I know that song and dance too well. After
Yeah.
post nut depression, there's another thing I call discipline depression. That's when you, after getting a whooping, you go in the bathroom, start crying like I hate you. I can't wait till I
Yeah.
move out. And then your mom's
Yeah.
like, dinner's ready, and you're like, okay. You just eat
She's like,
dinner, and no one talks about it.
she's like, no, no, no. She's like, you're like, oh, yo, I'm gonna leave. And then she's just like, okay, go ahead. You're like, and you're just like standing there, like,
That's what I said.
wait,
Parents don't apologize. They'll just tell you come down and eat. That's it.
mm. True.
Oh my god, I know my parents would do that. If I cry or something, they're like, I'm gonna give you something to cry for. And then, oh, I shut up immediately. After that,
It's like
it's a
if you
cultural
like go,
thing.
yeah, if you go to like your white's friend's house and like he fucks up, let's say at his uncle's house,
Oh,
like you know his uncle won't like beat him up. He'll just say like, "Oh, don't do that." Yo, bro, my uncle will beat the shit out of me too, like, and just tell it to my mom, and my mom can be like, "Great, great, I'm glad you did it." I was
I
like, "What
swear,
the
it'd
fuck?"
be like that. I saw memes about it. Like, you go to your white friend's house, and then you're like, your mom, like, like, their mom be like, oh, I got food for you. It's like, Mom, shut up. Or they'll
Oh,
say their moms, they're like, shut up, Rebecca. Yeah, but I
huh?
only wanted to give you snacks and walk away. I'm like, yo, if I dare call my mom by her first name, yo, before I
Yo,
even finish her name, I will see a belt come across the whole room. Anything
not
she
even
has
that,
near her,
bro.
she's throwing at me.
I would have teleported in my coffin
Bro, that
instantly, bro.
same day, I would have adapted telekinetic abilities.
No, bro, I watched my brother getting beat once, and then I started laughing. Then, bro, she just turned
Oh
around,
yeah, yeah, she
gave me the
turns.
death stare. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm next. I'm gonna just go in my room. And I might as well just go now."
Oh, you ever saw that video where this dude told when you hear your siblings getting whooped and you know you're next, you start putting like different layers of pants on? You put like 10 layers of pants on, you can just hear him scream.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh
used to
my
hate that.
god.
Parents would do that. Like if you laugh at your siblings about, oh, you want to go next too?
I'm like, hey, no,
Or
no,
you
sir.
laugh at them and they just turn to you, you just go to your room like, nah.
No, bro, me, I don't know about you, but whenever like I started fucking up, or like whenever I fucked up, and my parents like didn't want me to tell it like directly, they they just started to call me by sir, or like, excuse me, sir, do you know,
Oh, yeah.
like, you know, for like a whole day they just call you sir, and like it got me so pissed at one point. I'm like, why? What did I do? Yo, I didn't even finish the sentence. I was like, why would the
It's a
they
why
shut
did
me
a
down?
doom
They
right in
shut
the
me down.
mouth, right, pow, right in the kisser.
I was like, ah, like a little bitch on the ground, bro.
I swear. It'd be like that. You can't do nothing. You're just defenseless.
Yo, I was like, "Duh," and
Like,
then after that, they're like, did you understand? You're like, yeah.
yes,
They're like, stop crying.
bro. That's all you hear. You're just making no noise. Like, you're crying so hard you can't speak.
Yo,
I felt that. You're crying so hard you just can't speak, and they keep
Me, it's
telling you
like-
speak, but you can't.
whenever I'm trying to sit afterwards, I'm just like,
You can't do
it
nothing.
hurts. You can't do nothing. You're just like
One scary
defenseless.
thing is this is like right next to paralysis demons, by the way. One scary thing is like when you're sleeping, let's say it's like time for school or something,
Yeah.
and your mother tells you to get up, but you don't, and she walks away, and you go back to sleep, but you hear footsteps come right back to your room.
You're
You're just gonna die. They can't find. They
bro.
won't be able to find your body.
Yeah.
Alright, so they won't be able to find it anymore.
True.
But why doesn't he go to school? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a week. Like they'll be
week.
oblivious to it.
They called. Oh yeah, his uncle came to take him. He went back on a. He's on a trip. He's on a trip.
He's not true. He won't be back though. I still remember the first time I started getting paralysis demon after I start playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I got PTSD when I saw that PS5 trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really?
I got PTSD from that. Not actually, but like I felt like I could have. Because every time I think about it, bro, I was so young. That's nice.
No, it's not. It's really not.
I'm like, well, ain't this